Welcome to the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Unfiltered laughs, honest conversations, and everything in between.
This is your backstage pass to the best moments from Ryder and Lisa.
On demand.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.
It's Play 107. We're Ryder and Lisa. Good morning.
Hi, happy Friday.
Is it?
Oh, man. I shoveled twice yesterday, and when I walked out the door this morning and saw how much snow was outside, I said, absolutely not. I already did my everything shower. I'm not shoveling again. I'm sorry.
I'm starting to think my garage sale plan for this weekend wasn't a great idea. I came across some pretty funny stuff on the internet already this morning, so there's that at least. Distract yourself with this silliness rather than looking around at the inches and inches of snow we got.
If you don't have to leave your house, don't. With these roads, I'm just saying.
One is a meme that says, "No one will ever know I only paid $7 for this dress. Stranger approaches me. Hey, nice dress. Thanks, I got it for $7.
Yes, classic. It has pockets.
This one is from a dating site. DM. Damn, girl, you cute, but 2 kids? I don't know if I can be a stepdaddy. To which she responds, damn, boy, you ugly with no job, car, or money. I don't know if I can be a mommy to another boy.
That's good. I mean, it happens all the time. Got to be careful out there.
And finally, screenshot of a text from a dad to his daughter regarding her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Hey, sweetie, I saw Jared at the grocery store today. I threw a bag of potato wedges at his head and ran away. Hope you have a great day. 10 years ago, an ex-Canadian Forces sniper who once held the record for the longest sniper shot was fired by the EPS, the Edmonton Police Service, after a drunken incident that included urinating on a fellow officer.
What?
Yeah.
On shift? No.
I don't think on shift.
They were drunk.
Yeah, probably not on shift then. To his credit, he was standing like 7 feet away from the guy when he peed on him.
Cool. No, that's not cool.
That's or true. I just made that part up. There are certain jobs probably, like, do you get it? He was one of the world's most elite snipers, and he got fired for peeing on a guy.
Well,
and I said,
that did go over my head. Thank you for...
Do you get it now?
I get it now.
To his credit, he was standing like 7 feet away when he peed on the guy.
It's funny.
Thanks. There are some jobs where you could probably get away with this. And
peeing on someone.
You'd show up at work on Monday and people would just be like, hey, Tony, how was the weekend?
I got a good one. Lifeguard. Bit by a... What is it that you have to pee on your friend when you get bit by a jellyfish?
Yeah, stingray? Jellyfish?
Jellyfish.
Yeah.
That's a good one. You'd come to the next work gathering and there'd be donuts. They'd be like, great job. You saved a life. Thank you for peeing on a random person.
Yeah, I guess I see where you're going. I was just thinking of guys who could probably get away with this and nobody would even find out about it.
Oh,
But
okay.
when you're a police officer, like, everybody ends up finding out.
So what's another example of someone that could get away with it?
I mean, do you think...
Rick from the shop down the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A roofer?
A landscaper? I mean, they're peeing outside all the time.
Exactly.
You're working on a golf course, same thing.
So if you're choosing a profession and you tend to get at it and pee on your friends, you might not want to go into the police service. Just
Good to know.
Forewarning.
Thank you.
You're heading out of town this weekend.
I thought it was supposed to be gorgeous out. So excited for this road trip with my girlfriend.
Like a spring road trip, sunroof open.
It's perfect.
Sunflower seeds, what it was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And it sure looked like it was leading up to that. Like, I know that we have to remember we get snow in March in Canada.
And April.
And April quite often.
Yeah. But every year we say it's going to be different this year.
Well, it sure, I mean, it did feel a little different this year. It felt like we were going to get some spring. You know, like highs of 12 and 13 degrees. You're outside throwing the ball with the dog or whatever you're doing. You get that kind of smell that is spring here.
Yeah, you just stepped in dog poop and you're like, smells like spring. But no, yeah, we're leaving hitting the road this afternoon. I mean, we'll be fine. It is what it is.
Yeah, the major highways will be plowed, so you should be fine.
We're going to a rock show tonight.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. Then we're going to a comedy show. And then tomorrow we're going for Italian. And then we're going back to my friend Jill's house. We're putting on our sweatpants. And we're just going to hang out. We're going to hit the hot tub.
No. Time to tell the truth.
What?
I know Thunder from Down Under is in Calgary this weekend.
What?
Thunder from Down Under.
Ryder, I've never been to that, and I'm not interested.
Okay. Sure. You'll be having Italian, all right. Italian sausage right in the side of the head.
No, that is not true. So get this. So there's a group of us going. We're taking my ride. Shout out to Rally Subaru. So excited to do my first road trip in my 2025 Forester. And
lines up.
What?
Well, Subaru really popular in Australia. Thunder from Down
Relax.
Under. Well, I'm just saying.
So there's 4 of us heading to Calgary. My girlfriend Katie's meeting us there, and she's coming back with us. So we've got 5 of us in the vehicle on the way back. And guess what she packed and told us way too late after we said, yeah, we'll drive you back? A pregnancy pillow. She's not even pregnant. She just sleeps with it to sleep better. Do you know how big a pregnancy pillow is? I'm like, yeah, either that's going on the roof or you are. We're going to be so squeezed.
Yeah. Where are you going to find room to sneak a couple of the Thunder from Down Under guys back with you, too?
Stop.
We're asking you about times you tried your best to be beautiful and it didn't work out great for you.
So Jessica wrote in saying, I chose a wedding dress that had a corset and didn't realize it until the actual wedding day that I couldn't sit properly in it at all.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine how sore your feet would be?
Well, I guess when you try it on, you don't often sit.
You
right?
have to, if you are dealing with a proper boutique, like wedding shop, they should know to be like, try sitting.
Try sitting and then eating a lot.
Yes. Sit down and eat.
Wedding buffets go hard.
Try dancing. Try doing the YMCA in that corset. Does it work? No? All right, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, the dark side of trying to look good. It happens to the best of us. We got this text. Anytime I've tried to hook up with someone after a night out and I'm wearing Spanx. I mean, yeah, they stick to you. You're in the bathroom, you're trying to peel them off and they're like, "Is everything okay in there?"
You're trying so hard, you start tooting.
You start sweating. Okay. There are so many good stories rolling in. Thank you to everyone that contributes to the show. Ashley, in my 20s, I plugged my straightener into an apparently faulty outlet while getting ready for a date. I went to straighten my bangs and a whole chunk of my bangs burnt off.
No, that's a thing?
My chi straightener proceeded to melt. Dave just wrote in, I was in a wedding party for a friend. We were dressed to the nines in rented suits. I ended up ripping my pants down the butt crack seam while dancing to Get Low, Get Low, Get Low. That song should not be allowed at weddings when you see that the bridal party are in rented suits.
Times you tried your best to commit to being beautiful and it failed you. This text, I got a lip plumping treatment once. A couple days later, we had a family reunion, and I had numerous family members approach me thinking that I was having an allergic reaction to something.
That's so funny. When I first got my lips done, I was like, oh, people will not notice. Even people like our engineer, who knows nothing about any type of beauty product or procedure, walks into the studio and goes, "What's with your lips?" I went, oh, no.
Yeah, it was real noticeable.
It was, yeah.
My brother tried to look all fancy at his graduation back in the day, and he wore a kilt. Our family is Scottish, and it's tradition not to wear anything under your kilt. No underwear.
Why?
It's just...
Let it
be free.
Breezy.
Free. Anyway, he was front of the stage on graduation day. So I know from the audience, I definitely saw things that I didn't want to see. Yeah. So I'm sure everyone else did as well. Like, kilts are pretty eye-catching, you know?
Yeah, I would be looking for sure if there was one person on stage in a kilt.
And, like, he's about 5 feet up. Mm-hmm. it's just your line of vision is right
Sorry,
to the
he's 5
bits.
feet tall?
No, like the stage is 5 feet tall, and he's in the front row.
You're sitting in the
I was
crowd.
just staring at his goods.
When I was in grade 1, I was wearing what I thought was a dress and leggings. Turns out it was a shirt. And I went to the teacher and I said, hey, can I go to the bathroom and take my pants off? And she said yes. She should have been like, no, your shirt isn't long enough. That's not a dress. But she was like, yeah, go for it. And I came back and my like flower printed panties were hanging out the bottom of this shirt that I thought was long enough to be a dress. It was not long enough. And I walked around the school all day like that.
Lines up. I've seen some of your outfits at the club. Time to let you know who Lisa Evans really is.
What?
Well,
What happened?
so you've posted something and then since deleted it.
Yeah,
which-
because all of the comments were
red flag,
not red flag. The comments were obvious. So then I went, well, this was a stupid question. Delete.
So we're in a bit of a predicament. I have a broken clavicle, so shoveling is quite difficult. And my doctor,
can't.
Yeah, he told me like, don't do.
You're
that.
like, I could do it with one arm. No. Do you know how many muscles shoveling works without even realizing it? Not worth it.
But I feel bad because it's snowed a lot. So you shoveled twice yesterday. Thank you, by the way.
No problem.
But you're heading out of town to Calgary today, and so now you've started reaching out to neighbors
Yeah.
to ask if they'll shovel for
No,
us.
that's not how I worded the text.
But that's what you wanted.
Yep.
And sure
so
enough,
this is what I said. I said, hey, keep me posted if Barry on the corner pulls out the big guns. He just got a brand new
snowblower.
like one of those like heavy duty ones that
Yeah.
you push. And sometimes he'll do the walkway. He'll go all the way around the cul-de-sac, and I love that. And I'm like, after like a snowfall like this, he's going to do it. He's going to do the whole cul-de-sac. I'm not worried about it. So I write our neighbor and I say, you let me know, because if so, I'll pick up a 12-pack of beers for the guy and thank him on the way home. And I said, because I'm leaving for Calgary, Ryder's got a broken clavicle. And then she goes, well, I'll keep you posted. And if he doesn't do it, I'll do it. I went, boom, perfect.
Now here is
What's
where
wrong with that?
Lisa's true colors come shining through.
I would do it when I get home, but I did my everything shower last night, and the girls know. Once you do an everything shower, you can't get sweaty. I've already washed my hair, shaved my legs, put on some fake tanner. Like, I'm ready to go out tonight. So I can't shovel. I'm sorry. I'm not available.
So Lisa says to the neighbor, I'm going to be in Calgary.
I am.
So can you shovel for me?
I
Pretty
didn't
much.
say
Well,
that.
pretty much. Little did you know, something you didn't think about, the neighbor's going to see that you're home all afternoon. 'Cause
Well, I
your
leave at 3.
vehicle is super obvious.
I leave at 3.
Yeah. So she's going to shovel our driveway now.
Yeah, great.
And then see your stupid vehicle parked outside.
It's not stupid.
No, it's a great vehicle.
Shout out to Rally Subaru. Love you. Not stupid.
But she's going to see it sitting there all
whatever.
day and be like, what is with this chick?
I will tell her about the everything shower and she will completely understand. Let's hear from the listeners. Shout out to my everything shower peeps. You
I
can't do
think-
anything after.
I think you have to lie and say, with the road conditions, we decided to wait a couple hours. That is a better option. Lie too.
No, women understand the everything shower. Let's hear it. 780-784-7107.
I don't think you're getting support on this one.
You don't understand you're bald. You don't know what it's like to have to
Thanks for
wash,
bringing it up.
blow dry,
Thanks for bringing it up.
straighten. You can't even, like, I barely want to move in the studio because what if I get a flyaway? You know?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what a flyaway is? That's so sad.
Sounds like a vacation.
Oh.
1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
Eric is Texter 107 and ready to win $1,000. You have played before. A while back, you managed to win $50. So congratulations on getting through again, and
Yeah.
better luck this time.
Yeah. Hi, Eric.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Who's your teammate for Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay?
I shall take Ryder.
Okay. Goodbye, Ryder.
Goodbye.
Get the heck out of here. All right, Eric, you know the drill. I will start that 25-second timer after I say the first word.
Sounds good.
What comes to mind when I say hang? H-A-N-G, hang.
Hang. Ooh. Clothes.
Movie.
Theater.
Brush.
Teeth.
Broccoli.
Vegetable.
Windshield.
Car.
Good answers. Still had lots of time left on the clock. Let's get Ryder back in the studio and give you some money on a Friday. Welcome back, Ryder.
Thank you. Just give me a second.
Yep. Get cozy.
Takes a minute to get in this big old chair with one wing. Okay.
All right. Movie.
Movie?
Movie. Do you want me to come back to this?
Yeah.
Was this like tough to start? Okay. Broccoli.
Vegetable?
That's right. $25. Woo!
Hoorah.
Brush.
Hair?
Teeth.
Oh.
That's tough. Could have been one or the other,
Yeah.
right? Let's keep going. What comes to mind when I say hang? H-A-N-G, hang.
Hang. Man?
Clothes. Hangman. Interesting. What a throwback.
Yeah, sorry.
What comes to mind when I say windshield?
Wiper?
Car is what Eric said.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
we're going back to the one that you struggled with to begin with for $50. What comes to mind when I say movie?
Theater?
Yep.
All right.
Eric, you got the $50 curse. Maybe next time you can win more.
You know what? 50 works. Appreciate it.
That's
Awesome, man.
great. Thanks, Eric. Have a great weekend. Drive safe.
Hangman was bad.
Hangman was pretty bad. But I was also, when I wrote hang, I was thinking like hang out. Clothes is good.
I feel like we had that one recently,
We
too.
did?
Yeah.
Huh, sometimes that happens.
Often with you, yeah.
No, stop. I have a bad memory.
A wholesome trend is upon us, and I think the internet needed it right now. It's called the Cookie Challenge. And to break it down, it's parents, usually parents or guardians, sitting with their toddler in between them.
Uh-huh.
And they have plates, usually, or just the counter, with cookies underneath.
Paper towel.
Usually a piece of paper towel.
Yep.
And then when they reveal,
How many they got?
it always seems like the kid got 2,
Every time.
one of the parents got 1, and one of the parents got 0. And then really the whole theme of it is to see how the kid reacts when they have 2 cookies and one of their parents doesn't have any.
Yep.
And some of them are really adorable.
Yes, and they don't even think. They're just like, oh, here's your cookie. Like, let's all have one and cheers. Like, let's enjoy our cookie. Others are confused for a couple seconds. Some kids, every once in a while, are selfish and just keep their 2 cookies. And the parents are laughing. It's really funny, but kind of a risky test to see if your kid is willing to share or not.
Good at sharing it, which is such an important thing when you're teaching a kid how to speak, how to count,
Yeah.
the alphabet. Sharing is right up there with it.
Absolutely. So the reaction of the parents when their kid hands the cookie over is it's very wholesome. I'm loving the cookie challenge. So if you're listening now and you have a toddler at home or you know someone who does, get them to try it because it's so good.
And if you post one of these, fire it our way because we've been enjoying them thoroughly. And like I said, the internet needed something a little wholesome.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize because we tried the challenge last night with your hound dog Gordy and my hound dog Stanley. Stanley got none. Gordy got 2 pieces of cheese and you got 1. And Stanley's empty plate, he looked and went, oh, whatever. Went over, ate your piece of cheese, ate Gordy's 2 pieces of cheese.
Just vacuumed them up.
Sorry about that. If anyone wants to see that video, you can find it just by searching Ryder FM on Instagram. It's pretty cute.
That's why I wanted you to call your dog Hoover or Dyson.
That's such a good dog name for labs.
If you had a couple of them that are just head in the ground eating whatever they can. Man, this unexpected heavy snowfall. I mean, I guess we expected it yesterday, but...
Yeah, but we didn't think there would be this much, like having to shovel 3+ times.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
You were so captivated by how hard it was coming down, you just stared through the window for like 45 minutes yesterday.
Yep, sure did.
Eventually, I had to let you back in.
Good one.
Thanks. Okay, so I guess we may as well try to feel better about it by prank phone calling an unknowing florist and seeing what dumb things I can get them to write on a card.
Good morning, flowers.
Oh, pretty good, thanks. You?
Good. Can I be some help today?
Sure. Do you want to fill out a card for me? I'm going to pop in a little later and pick out some prearranged flowers.
Okay,
Are you ready?
I am.
You need to come home and keep me warm.
Uh-huh.
My nipples are so erect that I barely have enough skin left to blink.
Beautiful.
Can you just read that back to me, make sure we got it?
You need to come home and keep me warm. My nipples are so erect, I barely have enough skin left to blink.
Flower shop Friday.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Thanks for being a part of the Ryder and Lisa community. If you liked hanging out with us, don't forget to subscribe and share the laughs with your friends.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.